Hi everyone, today's lesson is lesson 45 part 2, identifying a 1 cup and half a cup measuring cups, tablespoons, teaspoons, and half teaspoons, and also reading a recipe. So a recipe is a list of ingredients and directions for making something. It's often something we can eat. Okay, so here we have the recipe for Apple Jack cookies. Okay, the things we use to make the recipe are called ingredients. So here you can see our ingredients are light brown sugar, shortening, eggs, flour, baking soda, salt, nutmeg, and chopped unpeeled apple. Okay, and then we can know how much ingredient to use because of the number next to it. Okay, so what we use measuring cups and spoons. So this first one is a liquid measuring cup. This is a dry measuring cup, but you can also see them like this. All right, so the liquid measuring cup here we use when we're measuring liquids like water, milk, or oil. So if we look at my recipe, do I need this cup? No, because I'm not measuring any liquids. So I don't need this cup for today's lesson or for today's recipe. Okay, so flour, sugar, and shortening are not liquids. So we need the dry measuring cup for these. So if I use a measuring cup that looks like this, you can see that I have 1/4 of a cup, a half of a cup, 3/4 of a cup, and 1 cup. If I use the individual cups, this is the 1 cup. You can kind of see it here. 1 cup, half a cup, 1/3 of a cup, and 1/4 of a cup. Okay. So for our recipe, we need the 1 cup and half of a cup measuring. So I would need to use this big one and this one. Or I'd have to fill this cup up all the way to the top once and halfway a second time. Okay. All right. So we also have teaspoons and tablespoons. So these spoons here are what we call teaspoons and tablespoons. The smaller ones are teaspoons, these ones, and the larger ones we call tablespoons. Okay. A teaspoon can be shortened to the abbreviation TSP. And we can see that right here, a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. A tablespoon is TBS with a capital T. Okay, and you can see here we don't need tablespoons in this recipe, we just need teaspoons. Okay, the half a teaspoon. So if I look, my half a teaspoon is this one right here, this blue one. Okay, so I would use that. We can also abbreviate teaspoon as a lowercase t and tablespoon as an uppercase T. Okay, so just like we have half of a cup, we have half of a teaspoon. Okay, and these are the different types of measurements we use when we're making a recipe. And that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.